We do want to bring you some breaking news. Just coming into our newsroom in the last few minutes, West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin is leaving the Democratic Party. He is now going to be registering as an independent. And NewsNation's Joe Khalil joining us live from the White House with this breaking news. Joe, what's the significance? What are you hearing about this?
Well, it is significant more symbolically, Natasha. Joe Manchin, longtime Democrat from West Virginia, has been over the last couple of years the most conservative Democrat in Congress. I think it's fair to say that if not the most, certainly one of the most conservative Democrats. So in that sense, maybe not a shock, but I think it's surprising to a lot of folks that he's making this step official now. He is no longer going to be a Democrat. Now, in the next couple of months, he's only got between now and January, and then he is not going to be a senator anymore. He's already decided that he's not running for re-election. But whatever bills come forward now, there are questions about whether he will continue to caucus with, meet with Democrats in their weekly lunches, cooperate with them on voting and on bills that may come up in the Senate. Those are going to be questions now that you always ask when somebody switches their party affiliation. For the last couple of years, there have been two names on the Democratic side in the Senate that have really been a thorn in the side of the Biden administration on a number of their important policy goals. One was Kyrsten Sinema, the former Democrat from Arizona who turned independent, and Senator Joe Manchin, who now is following in Kyrsten Sinema's footsteps and doing the same thing. Now, again, had he been running for re-election, this would be a bigger deal, Natasha. But again, we know he only has a couple more months. West Virginia is a state that Donald Trump carried by some 40 points. This is not a purple swing state. Not a whole lot of Democrats left in West Virginia. Joe Manchin was a bit of an endangered species in West Virginia anyway, with the D next to his name. But the way that he's voted, the way that he has tried to input his own party on certain things, again, has skewed a bit more toward independent and, being a moderate. This is something that he has flirted with before, and at times he even threatened Chuck Schumer when they were in policy disputes, saying, look, if you all are going to criticize me for my policy stances, maybe I don't belong in this party anymore. That's something that he had said behind closed doors a number of times. Now it appears, with just a couple of months before he finally leaves the Senate, that he has made it official. And on his voting card, he is officially now not a Democrat. So certainly an interesting development here that we didn't really expect. And this breaking news as it's coming. We're going to be reaching out to his office, hopefully getting some more answers about what practically this looks like as the Senate continues in the next couple of months before the election here, Natasha.
Yeah, I would love to know the answer to that. And Joe Khalil, I just have to say, I always really appreciate your breadth of knowledge, taking us right away past the couple of lines of a press release and giving us that background. Joe Khalil live at the White House. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.